Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a diving board, staring down at the water below. Your heart's pounding, your palms are sweaty, and every fibre of your being is screaming, "Nope, turn back, this is really high." That's fear, my friend. Loud, bossy, and a total buzzkill. We've all been there, whether it's a literal high dive, a tough conversation, or that big dream you keep shoving to the back of your mind. Fear loves to gate crash our lives, whispering worst case scenarios like a bad playlist on repeat. But what if I told you that same fear could be the spark that lights the way from fear to fulfillment, leading to a life so rewarding it feels like you've cracked the code to your own happiness? I can relate to this, as fear has been the catalyst for some of my biggest growth in life. Going from fear to fulfillment isn't about pretending fear doesn't exist or slapping a fake smile over your worries. It's about grabbing that fear, looking it square in the eye and saying, "You don't get to drive this bus." This journey is all about flipping the script, taking those shaky, uncertain moments and turning them into stepping stones towards a life that feels right for you. Think of it like upgrading from a rickety old bicycle to a sleek, turbocharged new car. You're still moving, but without the anxiety, because now it's with purpose, confidence, and a little swagger and a lot of relief. You know, sometimes you have to get really bad at something before you can get really good, because whether you want to get good on camera, race a car, or hit the perfect serve in tennis, you've got to get really, really good at being really, really bad. The reality is that the first time you try something, you're going to suck. But that's okay. It's the same for everybody. Everyone who's great at something now was really, really bad at it when they first started. There's a reason literally every autobiography talks about this. Grammy award-winning rock stars talk about playing to empty dive bars. Best-selling authors talk about getting rejected over and over again. Entrepreneurs talk about all the launches that flopped. The first 10, 20 or 30 hours of doing anything new are always going to be tough. You will forget your lines. You will veer off track. You will totally whiff the ball. But here's another truth. If you keep going, you will get better. You will build new skills. You will start to make real progress. You don't have to love being bad. None of us do. You don't even have to like it. Let's face it, this causes anxiety. You just need to get through it to the other side. And it's worth it, because those first hours are where the gold is. That's the path from fear to fulfillment. I mean, I can relate to this. You don't want to see my early videos. So there are tools for transforming from fear to fulfillment. Along the way, you'll uncover these tools to quiet the inner critic. Stories of real people who've danced with their fears and won, and practical steps to build a life that lights you up. It's not about erasing fear. That's like trying to banish gravity. Instead, it's about learning to soar with it, using it as fuel to chase what truly matters. So buckle up, because we're about to trade paralyzing what-ifs for a life of why-nots. Ready to dive in? First step is to name that fear and give it a silly nickname. Fear loves to lurk in the shadows, vague and menacing, like a monster under the bed. Just when you think you've gotten a hold of it, you haven't. So drag it into the light by naming it specifically. Grab a notebook or your phone's notes app and jot down exactly what's freaking you out. Is it, "I'll stuff that presentation up," or "I'm scared to ask for a sale"? Get granular. Then, to loosen its grip, give it a goofy nickname like Presentation Panic Pam or Sales Scared Sally. A friend of mine calls her undermining voice Freddie Witch. Sounds silly, right? That's the point. It shrinks the fear's power and makes it less like a looming threat and more like a pesky sidekick. So spend 5 minutes today writing down one fear and nicknaming it. Bonus points if you chuckle at how ridiculous car crash Carla sounds. So the second step, take one teeny tiny brave step, like teeny tiny. You don't need to slay the dragon in one go. Start poking it with a stick. Pick one small action that moves you toward facing your fear. Something so doable it feels almost too easy. If public speaking Peggy is your fear, don't sign up for a TED Talk just yet. Try practicing a 30-second intro in front of a mirror or recording your voice memo of your thoughts. If it's new business Brenda, maybe just update one line on your lead magnet or browse subjects you could write about. These micro moves build momentum and trick your brain into thinking, hey, I got this. So pick one fear from step one and commit to one tiny action you can do in the next 24 hours. Set a timer for 10 minutes if you need to keep it low pressure. Nextly, celebrate the heck out of your wins, no matter how small they are. Fear thrives on making you feel like you're not enough. So fight back by hyping yourself up. Every time you take a step, however small, throw yourself a mini party. Finish that voice memo? Do a victory dance in your kitchen. Created a new offer? Treat yourself to your favorite coffee or blast your go-to pump-up song. Love that. This isn't just feeling good fluff, it rewires your brain to associate facing fears with positive vibes, making it easy to keep going. We want to transform the fears to fulfillment. Plus, it's fun to be your own cheerleader. I can really relate to this on a spiritual level because it feels good to check off each of those wins. After your tiny step from step 2, pick a way to celebrate. Write it down or tell a friend about your win to make it feel extra real. Fear to fulfillment is the path of empowerment. These steps aren't about wiping out fear overnight, they're about building a habit of moving through it one sassy, manageable move at a time. Start with these and you'll be amazed at how fast I can't turns into just watch me. What's the first fear you're going to nickname today? Remember, fear is just a stepping stone on the path to fulfillment. So embrace it, transform it, and let it propel you forward towards the life you've always dreamed of. Thanks for joining me. I'm Gayle Maree, and stay soul connected.